All right, so I just woke up a couple of minutes ago. I saw your DMs, I saw your comments. I guess we finally have to talk about it. So let's go ahead and get into the full breakdown here. So as I'm sure you guys have already seen over in the main Discord server, a lot of people are talking about this brand new chair boat. So I'm going to go ahead and explain to you guys just sort of where this all stemmed from. And on top of that, I'm going to show you the conversation that I had with the developer that went ahead and created this. So yesterday, sometime in the afternoon, we went ahead and got ourselves a small little hotfix where they basically introduced a bunch of different things, to be honest. For starters, the Zeus rod. Finally, that passive ability has been fixed. I told you guys that it was going to be a really questionable rod once they fix that luck. We're going to be visiting that in the future because we might be seeing a pretty decent meta change if the Zeus rod is working how we all sort of pictured it in our mind. We got ourselves a gap at Raza that was fixed, rebalanced, and buffed all of the Atlantis rods. So that's also something else that we need to check out in the future. Tentacle Surge mutation was buffed to a 10x cell value, as well as a couple of other sort of miscellaneous things here. But the thing that everybody was most curious about is basically what one of our developers, being Red, went ahead and posted, which is just a chair emoji. Now, honestly, this was all fine and dandy until basically Red came over here to the staff chat where we have basically all the staff members just randomly posting a bunch of random stuff. And he basically showed this along with this footage right here, which is obviously inside of Studio. Now, this in itself already started up a bunch of conversation inside of General, as well as even in the FISCH chat. But then things started to get even worse when the rest of the moderators and senior moderators started to jump into this and claiming the chair rod. It just kind of became another brick rod situation. Now, if you take a look all the way right over there, that right there is the chair boat. And that's because I have the chair boat in game. And the craziest part is that I also have a conversation that me and the developer that uploaded this shared with me, which is technically how I even have it. So we'll get to that in just a second. But for starters, let's go ahead and jump on this bad boy and just show you guys just how ridiculous it is. And on top of that, I also want to touch up on a couple of other things, which is, for example, this is not technically the only secret boat in the game. As a matter of fact, there's probably another one that is equally as cool. And if you were in my live stream, you probably saw it being the Mila boat. Now, both the Mila boat as well as the chair boat have the same exact speed. It's just that the chair has a little bit of higher steering, but this is it right here. It actually looks really, really cool. When you jump on this and you progressively go faster and faster, a song plays. On top of that, it also bounces in the water. Like, it literally does this naturally. So it's honestly kind of funny. On top of that, it also has kind of like a rainbow trail coming in the back. So yeah, realistically, all of these boats that were meant to be secret have now officially been exposed. So this now means that my unfortunate little secret message that I have in the game is completely pointless now. It's no longer cool because everybody wants the boat instead. And honestly, I don't blame them. I don't blame them at all because I wanted the boat as soon as I saw them. Now, this one, on the other hand, it doesn't really seem like too many people are talking about it. And just like how the chair belongs to Red, this one was actually created by Kiwi. Honestly, I really want to show you guys the audio, so I'm going to play it here really quickly. But basically, the way that it works is when you speed up, the audio speeds up, and when you slow down, the audio slows down. So it's kind of cool, very unique compared to pretty much any boat in the game right now. Just go ahead and listen here. Yeah, it actually is a really cool boat. You just pretty much get to listen to that the entire time that you're driving around, all while simultaneously hopping around instead of being all boring and just driving around like a regular boat. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I think one of the funniest parts about this entire thing is that we recently went ahead and introduced the Fishipedia bot inside of the Discord server, where basically you can ask it questions and it'll tell you anything about the game as far as it's sort of like public knowledge. And so many people are sort of searching up to see if the Fishipedia has anything to say about the chair, which, I mean, obviously it's not going to. It's also just funny to see other people mentioning about chair rods and everything now. Somehow this turned from a chair boat into a chair rod and even chair bait, which is absurd. Like, it's actually absurd. This is getting a little carried away now. But either way, let's get back to the topic at hand here, which is the chair boat. But now the million-dollar question is, how do you obtain this boat? That's pretty much what everybody's interested right now, because if you guys remember, we had ourselves the massive brick rod hunt that started off as this thing where you just sort of spread around little messages. First, we got a message from Creekcraft, and then from there, it just sort of stemmed into this crazy event where we had moderators, senior moderators, admins, even the owners were throwing just random messages to throw everybody off. And as you guys know, during that entire brick rod hunt, I was technically an admin already, but I just didn't really have any information to share with you guys, unlike this time around where things are just a tad bit different. As a matter of fact, I feel like we contributed quite a bit to that entire hunt, even though I was completely clueless half of the time as to what was going on. Oh wow, look at that. It's a picture of all of the staff members on a Meerkat. Pretty cool. But we should probably get out of this room. So now let's go ahead and break the bad news to you guys on all of the crazy stuff about these so-called secret boats. It's now been a few hours since I recorded the first portion of this video, and if you notice, once you go into the update channel on the Discord server, the chair is now completely gone. And there's a good reason for this. If we switch over to the sub announcements, you'll see that Row Red went ahead and posted this unfortunate news. Hey guys, I just wanted to give a bit more context about the chair boat. So basically, it was mainly created as a stupid way to self-learn boat imports, not as a planned obtainable boat. I'm honestly blown away by how videos are being made about it. Sometimes I forget that Fish is a big game. Anyways, with that said, my main thing is animation, and this was just a little experiment I made during my free time, and to post it as a joke. There aren't any plans for me to turn it into a secret quest like the brick rod, so it's just staying as a dev boat or something. I just wanted to clear the air before this chair becomes a huge deal. So yes, guys, the unfortunate reality is that this is mainly just a developer, or mainly just really a staff boat, because all of the staff members are allowed to go ahead and get their hands on it. Now here's the catch though. To a certain extent, we might be able to get permission to give this to some of our friends. And you know myself, I technically consider you guys my friends. Isn't that incredibly nice of me? So if you guys go into the comment section right now and give me a good reason on why you deserve a boat chair, I might just go ahead and absolutely beg Nate or whoever, Noah, anyone honestly, Row Red at this point, to let me give just a couple of you the boat chair. The Meerkat, I don't really know about that one. That one's Kiwis, so I think this one's completely off limits if I'm being honest with you. But yeah, man, with that being said, that is pretty much the truth about this boat. If you want to stay up to date with a lot of these secret boats and a lot of these, you know, secret stuff that are popping up, make sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications so you do not miss any of the stuff that I post. Trust me, the moment that anything pops up, very similar to the brick rod, like we handled that entire situation, I will most definitely bring you guys a video ASAP. Lots of dangerous misinformation out there, so just make sure that you guys don't get caught up in that. Either way, looking forward to reading the comments and seeing what kind of excuses you guys come up with, because this is going to be honestly very interesting. In the meantime, me and the Lantern Keeper are just going to hang out in here, you know, have a good time, probably just, I don't know, just read a book or something in here. I don't really know. I haven't actually thought about what we're going to do. And to be honest, it kind of looks like the Lantern Keeper is sort of tweaking out a little bit right now. Not sure what his problem is, but either way, I hope that you enjoyed this video. Make sure to drop a like. Like I said before, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one. Take care.